What if you had an AI assistant that could plan your day, write your emails, write your reports, and do the work for you? So in this video, I'm going to guide you on how to create a custom GPT that actually does the work for you. It does everything that less than 10 minutes without any sort of code. So for this purpose, let me show you what the GPT can do so that you can go ahead and create it. So this is my dashboard. So this is a GPT you're going to create that does exactly that for you. Without any coding skills, you're not going to code anything. You're just going to give it prompts. You're going to make it understand your business, understand you better, and then can give you a layout. So for now, let's test it and we see. So basically, this is what it will tell. It will write it personal. It is aligned, not like ChatGPT. Remember, ChatGPT is trained with lots of information, but this is a custom GPT that is trained on your information, on your business. You can still configure it. I'm going to show you how, so that you can understand your business better and you can plan your day better. So as you can see, it has perfected everything perfectly. And let me give it another instruction. This one I will assume you already have information, you've loaded it with your calendar, you've given it all your information to the GPT that can plan your day better. Alright, for this purpose, we're not going to go into that deep down, but still you can go ahead and practice this. Now, let's go ahead and create one. So to do that, we have to go to our chatgpt.com, our website. So to do that, we're going to go to chatgpt.com and then we click GPTs and then we click explore GPTs. Once there, you click create. And then this is the part where you're going to create your GPT and you're going to give it the prompt and then it will do whatever you tell it to do. Now for this tutorial, I've created a Google Docs prompt that we're going to use. I'll also share this link, this Google Docs link in the description so that you can copy and you can also try it out. So to do that, I'm going to configure, or even if you don't configure, ChatGPT itself will do the configuration for you. But for this purpose, we're going to configure it. So I'm going to name it my assistant. So for the rest, I will not give it, I will not add it to it. I'm just going to go to create. So there's configure and create. So now configure is where you're going to do those settings, like setting the name, the description, and the instructions that you're going to command it. But for this purpose now, we're going to let AI do everything for us. I'm going to go to create. As you can see, it tells us build a GPT. It even guides you on how you're going to create it. And as I said before, we are Google Plus, we already have the prompt, and I'm share the prompt in the description of this video. So this prompt is in a Google Docs file. So for that purpose, my prompt goes like this. You are a smart productivity assistant. Your job is to help users write professional and clear emails, summarize information to key points, organize tasks to simple actionable steps, provide helpful and concise answers, and so forth and so forth. So I've also given it the rules that it's going to follow. Always be clear and structured. That's to keep responses concise and easy to understand. That's use bullet points and so on. And I've also given it some instructions again. Even if you don't have this prompt, you can still ask ChatGPT to help you create the prompt. And then when you get the prompt, you can still add it on the system. So for this purpose, I'm just going to copy this. It's a very small prompt. You can make it as long as possible or as short as possible. So I'm going to copy this. Come to ChatGPT and I paste here. After that, I send or I click the enter. So basically, ChatGPT will understand the prompt and help us set up the GPT in very quick steps. So as you can see, I'll suggest a name. As I said before, it suggests a name. If it does not, or if you feel like the name is wrong, you can still go to the configure tab. Then you can set it up yourself. So as well as I suggested name, still this name, you can still change it. If you feel like it's not appealing, you can still change the name to the one of your choice. Okay, so basically that is it. So it is done. You can still add other things right in the preview on the right and tell me the refinements you want as provided work for the name. So here you can still, sorry for that, here you can still change the name and say no, change the name to my person assistant. Sorry about that error, but since it's an AI, artificial intelligence, it will correct those errors by itself. So it goes ahead and even creates for us a profile picture. So basically this is a profile picture. It keeps on creating and you can see it has changed it for us. If you have your own custom, still you can configure it and you change it to your personal. So I've also changed the first profile picture, take a look, and then you can as well go ahead and test it. For example, you can say, write as for now, I've not yet fed information to it yet, but let me say you're going to feed information to the GPT. You're going to add instructions there. You're going to give it more details, and then it will be able to craft it based on your business. So for this purpose, we're going to write a business proposal for one of my clients. This is the fastest model, and it keeps on writing, and then you can refine it later. So based on what I'm seeing, it's impressive. I will not read it out here, but it is impressive. So I'll go ahead and create. Let me show you again how to configure. You can choose the model that you wanted to choose. For example, as I told you before, that if you don't configure it, ChatGPT will configure automatically. So it will do this. Default concise instructions. You can read through the instructions. If it's not appealing, you can still change. If it is not nice and doesn't match your tone, you can still change to the one you prefer. But for me, as far as I'm concerned, this is perfect. Then starter conversations, as I've told you, as you've seen before up here, that when someone creates that this starter conversations that the user can start with, you can still change this to ready when you are. So when the user comes, can click this ready when you are, and then whichever way, whatever you feel like is what you can put among this as the starter points. You can also add some knowledge if you have a PDF. For example, if you want to test this, to train this GPT for your business, you can now add information about your business to the GPT and it will better understand it. So all this. Now there's something I wanted to show is the model. The model the GPT is supposed to use. By default, it doesn't show any recommended model. So it will depend on the user. If the user is on ChatGPT Plus, it will use the highest model. If the user is on the free tier, the free ChatGPT, it will definitely use the free version. So, but for now, I'm going to restrict it to 5.3, which is actually currently ChatGPT's fastest model, which is the best. I wouldn't also recommend ChatGPT Mini as it is light and it's not conversant. For this purpose, I think ChatGPT 5.3 is the best. So I'm going to click that, and now it will be using that model. So after doing these configurations, you can still go do other settings. It's in draft. Then after you're satisfied with and everything, you can click create. Then you can choose if it's only you going to use it, or you're going to share it with someone else. You can click on the link, or you're going to publish it in the ChatGPT store. You can still, but for now, for this purpose, I'm going to click in on the link. So as I've said before, this GPT will be available for you. You just go to the description, click on it, and then you will be able to ask it questions. I created it for you. Then you can also go ahead and create your own for your own business. So after that, we're going to click save. And basically that is it.